Hey guys. Yeah, I don't usually write a script for every video because, to be honest, the video is coming from me. I don't really know a script at all. I like to say my thoughts and I like to say what I'm going through my mind. In that kind of way. You said our therapy at 5 o'clock, so I know that, but neighbors making noise. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, fuck, yeah, because I thought I was gonna say my thoughts, but yeah, this video is about me. Why I decided that I want to leave London, and there's gonna be multiple reasons. So stay tuned, sit back, relax, perhaps some popcorn, stay at the front, because I'm gonna tell you the real reasons and some multiple reasons that we all know about. So yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, London, one of the biggest diverse city in the world. We all know that, you can look it up if you want. Biggest financial city, 8 million, but I mean there are a lot of populations that people are not going to stop and talk because they want to go to work, right? So I understand that in that kind of perspective because people want to make money and because cost of living is so high. So there's that. But what I've seen is that every house in London seems to be making 3k a bath for one bedroom or a toilet or a small house, and we are the EU, so it's serious. So now the German negation is going to be up, so that means it's going to be rising way more than you think it is. German negation happens in worldwide, but they're pricing real money, real currency, by the way, real currency in London, currency, pound currency. And we're the highest economy in this country they ever seen in my life. And we're not doing well. We're not doing very well. But to be honest, yeah, to be honest, the price of food and groceries and supermarkets gone way up in there, right? And you wonder why you're making less of money, right? Because low wages and you still live in poverty. Well, trust me, if you're making that kind of money, 45 to 50k, you can take that over to third world countries, yeah? You live like a king. That's what Mentuition would say, right? And there's another quote that's saying that, well, Colombia are not your friend. 95% of Colombians are not your friends. They're not your buddies. They're not trying to fuck with you. Well, it's the same here, isn't it? Not the people who are not trying to fuck with you if you're locals. Yeah, locals don't give a fuck about you because they're all selfish in their own mind. They're all gonna go bread and they're all making money. They're all in a corporate mindset. They're all like corporate, especially women, because corporate girlies, they're all out there trying to compete with each other. They're all out with the riches and millionaires. And if you don't believe me, right? And people think I hate women. I don't hate women, right? I don't hate anyone, right? But this mindset is actually making people lonely. Making everyone lonely. They think that everyone's going to get the bag. And there's a lot of reasons that people think they want to work, and that's fine, right? But I don't think clearly with them because, you know why? Because all about is materialism, right? Capitalist, yeah? It's all about dressing in fancy shoes, going to fancy restaurants, going to, go to finesse you in that way, right? Happens worldwide, but the reason why it's happening here more because it's supposed to be a first world city. It's supposed to be having everything you can, but it seems to be that as far as I know, only men are not doing what they're supposed to do, and women, majority, are just there for the taking, right? And it's not all of them, but there are a lot of minority, I mean majority, but they think this way, right? I think they always look for the best one, yeah? I'm not saying that's the main reason, that's probably part of the reasons, right? Happens worldwide, but it's still more because not only is it big money. It's all about back, yeah? Rich, yeah. If I see a Louis Vuitton, I'll go get one. 10,000 quid, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna finesse my man, I'm gonna suck my man the cock off. I'm gonna get more money. I'm gonna save my money that way. And that's what the mindset is there, right? That's why you're struggling. Even if you're good looking, you're gonna get below average women that want you. They're the pretty one and happens and up there. Really up there, to be honest with you, in that kind of way, right? And people say that, well, they blame everything on race, black people this, black people that. I like to think everything is shit, to be honest with you, for single men, right? I think it's shit, right? There is cost of living, there is cost of kids, and to rent a house is actually average of 1.8 thousand in a very unattractive area in London. 1.8k. You know what they can get you in small city? 4 bedrooms. Think about it, 4 bedroom 1k. That makes me mad. That is mad out there. Ridiculous mad. To think that this is going to happen, right? Crazy. Crazy how inflation, the ego is going on. And they need, I mean, you can find, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, right? It's just difficult to find someone quality, right? It's only 25 to 30% of the population is still keep the same things, right? Still dating within each other. When I say dating each other, I mean, they still prefer their own race, or prefer their own type. I mean, some of them are, some of them don't, right? I mean, I don't really care about race. I don't care about interracial. I just care whoever loves me, right? I like black women attractive. I like white women attractive, but unfortunately, English women, some of them are just, and don't take us the wrong way, they're not very attractive in my eyes, in my opinion, right? Because they're just so average, man. They just look, everyone and other races look good, but they themselves look really, really out of shape, out of standards. They look so ridiculous, man. If you go up north, they look 10 times attractive than here. You believe it? That's crazy in that way. And I'm actually serious. Seriously, that is crazy. Maybe I'm happy, but you know, it's crisis, man. Great crisis, living crisis, epidemic of people. That's why, you know, me, I've been getting no luck with call approach. Because most of them, they want to see the best of you. The best of you. But if you did, right, even if you're attractive, where you gonna go? Okay, cool, right? You go date, you go do that. They also ask you money, because just ghosted you after you, I don't know, 120k, but you got ghosted. It's ridiculous. The ghosting culture is there, really. It's there, really. Like, and they think they have solutions. 80% body fat, 50% body fat, just to date these chicks. No, that's a psyop, dude. That's a psyop. Yeah, that's just making more effort that way. And you're supposed to be a man. Well, in my opinion, a relationship must be effortless. You already do more things anyways. You're already going to work. You're already 9 to 5 job. You're already coming home and being steamy time. You're already coming. It's not that people's lazy. It's not that they're denied opportunities, external opportunities, and the fact they have to do more work, more labor. It's like, can you imagine labor work for 10 to 5 because it's expensive. He's got extra money. I have no issues with people working, but what are you really getting in return? You have to work more, but you still live in poverty. And you have to deal with this, Jim? 10% of body fat, all this nonsense from dating? Really? Is that what you want? I think that's just a psyop. I don't think that's making you a slave. They're making you part of the matrix. It's just doing everything, but you still suck. It's like you got a good car, but you got a bad driver. Will you regard you dating? Good looking guy, but bad personality. You get a good driver, but a bad car, he struggles. What do we know, eh? You can get some of the numbers, but you can't get a date that way. And it's only because I live with my mum, personally, in my opinion. But we'll come to that later on, right? But also, you know, there's another reason. Oh yeah, transport. If you remember, London's transport is one of the best tube. But let's be honest, every weekend it seems to be closed. It seems to be doesn't work some other days, right? Or some other days it seems to be good service on weekdays. But you're gonna find is that it's gonna be really busy with this rush hour, right? 7:30 to 9 o'clock, right? So when you get into the tube first thing in the morning, you're gonna see it full of people. So it's gonna be rush hour, and when you get to the tube, you're gonna be stuck in some train line, right? You're gonna be delayed for 5 minutes, right? That's it's already mad stabbed. I pushed over, stabbings over there. Are you telling me that this is one of the best transport? I mean, compared to US, yeah, but compared to Switzerland and Tokyo, no. I mean, really? We're just average. We just have good transport links compared to Canada. But US, I mean, there are some good transport links, but I'm not gonna lie, they're just piss poor, really, in that way. In some states, they're just allowed to get a car to go everywhere. right? And I guess I'd say that it's good walkability, but it takes you everywhere because you know what? Because there's a lot of cars and there's a lot of crossings and you have to cross and you have to get there, right? It takes you 1 hour. Yeah, I mean that's what Ruben Silman said. If it takes you 5 minutes, it's going to take you 50 minutes. Just get to one bloody shop on 15 minutes. But I mean, let's be realistic. 50 minutes, right? Because like there's going to be traffic, right? It's going to be traffic. It's going to be madness. So you're going to have to avoid. Sometimes, right? There's going to be hordes of people walking about, right? It's difficult, and it doesn't work. And you and the prices are more for tickets, train tickets. Yeah, cheap ones. Because I'm telling you, man, like, it's fucked. Yeah? You already got people stressed out about everything. Now you want to put prices up there? Shit, man. And you know, and what's the next thing? Taxes? Yeah? Paying taxes, you still get police cars over there just because someone got stabbed. What are you really funding for? A broken healthcare doesn't operate properly? Healthcare takes its taxes. Look at that. Look at that shit. Ambulance every week. Yeah. Police 5 minutes away. Someone got stabbed. Yeah. That's normal. That's really. It's not very safe, really, to be honest with you. And the crime is getting high in here, right? Because you need to be getting prices rising up, and it's a shithole, man. People stabbing, people don't trust each other, and that's why people are so unfriendly. Because of all the crime going on, and what are you really paying for? What, paying the same third world shit as you get in other countries? I mean, there's people saying that it becomes a little Pakistani, yeah? In my opinion, the crime is getting bad because people don't trust each other. That is fucked, man. That is so fucked, right? So yeah, cost of living. Unfriendliness, stressful, disclosure of the tubes. People make fun of us, and you say, "Oh, another thing, right? You try to speak to someone, you'd be like, ignore you that way most of the time, but sometimes they would just be relative. So sometimes we're that way. Only on sunny days, though. Only sunny days, but in cloudy, in invisible cloudy, no. You know why? Because people want to go work for money. But that's what they. But what they got afterwards? Nothing. All they do is work, sleep, work, grind, and the energy is taken over by the soulless corporation. Yeah, BlackRock. Buy me some money. That's why people are watching porn and stuff because of combination of all of them, right? And it's not that men are destroyed. Men are already destroyed by the government and the culture and everything and social media. Right, you already got social media. People change with their headphones now. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's really ridiculous in that way, right? And you know, it's even unfriendlier than it was years ago. Years ago, at least you could actually talk to someone. Now you're not even now. You don't have an opportunity to talk to someone. Now, you know. You're gonna have to be careful with some words because people's ego way too high in London. They're too high. They think they're shit. They think they can. They think they're shit. They think they're top shit. But really, the average people look in one bed house, and they still get offended by some things. Woke. It's madness, really. It's madness. And the other thing is that you struggle to make friends. On top of that, you struggle to make friends in the loneliest city. So it's the loneliest city in the world. Just like every big city, right? You have to go out and make friends. Well, unfortunately, I'm a local, so I'm not wanted here. You know why? Because people just come and go. People are just like, I don't know. I don't care. I don't like Londoners. And that's a bad way to say that because I'll never hate Londoners. But the attitude and the culture, it just makes people feel like unattracted to it, right? You wonder why so many bad people left. Because you know what? Because they're going to go do more stuff, right? Go do more things, right? They know that they have a better life outside of London, outside of the UK in general, right? It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. You go from £34, rise of grocery now is like 170. That's a change, right? That was a flight. because inflation costs in Ukraine. And, now you even got electricity bills. You got gas bills. That's up probably £50 an hour, £50 per month, £50 a month. At that, and then top of the rent, average job, and the wages not enough. Probably now this done is £45,000 a year. It's not enough for London. It's not enough. You're probably going to be zone 4, which means it's going to be another pain to commute, right? So, yeah, that's another good tip. If you want to live in London, just go and live in commute towns or something, and just travel every now and again. But I know it costs more, but at least it's cheaper living out there, right? Where I'm living is probably one of the expensive areas in the world, and it's not even that good. And people are not even encouraging that. And you go to rich areas, and people still rude to you, man. It's a joke, really. It's a joke how it turned out to be. Once Grays City now becomes a joke of a city. It becomes just an attractive city, right? It's not even appealing whatsoever. Maybe the Richmond parts are still appealing, but people still think London is a world-class city, and it just is. Just for, and here's a hint: visit only, but don't live there. Now here comes to my main reasons: is that I don't have friends, right? So growing up, I used to have friends, right? When I was in Sergeant and Cass, and back then for 5 years, and 7 years, 8 years, right? We used to make friends, right? We used to be along some friendly together. Now, fast forward to 10 years ago, and things have changed, and I'm afraid it's for the worst. So Ethan Catford, who's got a girlfriend now in Brazil, yeah, there's only one. He's never respect to me, so now he's turned to dark side. Tarek, well, he left. What else? The girls left. So Erin back to North London. Yeah, she's back to home country in Bay now because she's seen how shit UK has been. She decided to move back to home country. That's thousands of people that left already, man. Thousands of people are leaving, really. And and some of my friends that live in this area, I don't want to mention their names, they're gone as well. So Bilal now lives in 3 minutes away, something like that. My friend, former friend, I would say, yeah, they're 5 minutes away and he's got married. So things have changed, really. Things have changed. And I understand that they had to leave because they want to get married and want to have kids and they're not getting older. I understand that, right? And I do think that is good, right? But I feel that they should just leave it just because they want a new life. They should just, like, don't break friends, but just continue people that you're not interested in, but keep the friends that are close to you, because it's very important to have social circles, very close knit, right? You want to make it 200 friends. You want to make it 3-4 people, right? In your circle, in your little bubble there. Keep your friends tight with you. But unfortunately, what happens is that they got rid of everyone. So now they're alone. Do they have those social circles? They're just on their own. They're just the lonely, man. They're just alone at all. And that's why I'm leaving now. Because I ain't got no friends here. Apart from Jim Grizz, but they're all Cranets, man. They're all Cranets. Yeah? I have another friend who's from York. Well, just gonna be going away next year. So she not just still lives there, but just for uni and stuff. Well, after she's gonna go back to York. So yeah, people are leaving. And 2 of the people I know, one of them going around, so she's not going back to the gym anymore. So she's going back, whatever that phrase says. Another one, moved to Australia. Yeah, so I want to come back, but she might come back every now and again. Yeah, lots of people are leaving. Most people have left London. Millionaires have left London. I'm probably leaving because I've got. I mean, think about it. You take away cousins, you take away a family. What's the point in living there when you're lonely? When you don't have anyone that leave and go back home? Yeah, it's a transitional city. That's all it is, right? It becomes a transitional city, right? It's ridiculous. It's the reality of it. I'm sorry, right? That's what London's turned into. Yeah, London's still a world-class city. I love London, but London's no longer the home that I used to be, right? Now it just becomes a foreign city, with lots of people coming in and going. Yeah, and tourists. I mean, tourists, they just visit and just go, right? I don't blame them because it's expensive to live there. It's good to visit, right? It's good to see the attractions, but once you see everything, class finish. Go visit these cities and go back home or something. That's it. You can go, whatever you want. Maybe you can go back home. Yeah? I'm not actually being racist, right? Because I'm an immigrant myself. I came in years ago, right? But that's what you have to do. You just visit the attractions, visit some parts. Maybe you can go other places, right? But you're probably gonna go back home. So visit some attractions, visit some stuff. You can go home. It's simple. Stay in a hotel, have some good food. Visit with your friends. It's all good. Because if you live there, you're gonna see the ugly reality, and this is there are some pros into it. Don't get me wrong, right? The pros is that we got green parks, we got restaurants, we got probably more world class restaurants around the world, comparable to any other cities. We got food, we got entertainment, we got stadiums, football teams, bigger boroughs. Lots of stuff going on there as well. Lots of people, bigger population, lots of things to do. Lots of gyms, but sometimes ranging from expensive to cheap as well. Transport, buses, but the tram is only situated in one place. And I went to Amsterdam. There's a lot of trams and bicycles. But in fact, trams are even located in central Amsterdam. When I was in Manchester and so. There were trams there, and Birmingham as well. So they seem to be making the cities better, making good cities. Whilst with London, you only got buses and walking. That's it. We got tubes, but we don't really have that. Really, we don't have trams. To be honest with you, right? And people say that America doesn't have crime. We do, but we're just second to you guys, second to you lot. And also, they got guns as well in the UK. They got guns. I mean, just a couple of days ago, just someone got shot by gangsters from UK. It's just underground. It's just to do with secrecy in that way. Yeah. Honestly, people say it's better. Depends what European states to go to, right? If you go to France and some other popular states, yeah. It'd be like UK. But if you go to some safe parts, in Europe, you won't get stabbed or shot. Because people actually care about the law. Here, they don't care about the law. And also, another thing is that there seem to be a lot of cars going over there. You see over there? They seem to be speeding up 80 and 90 miles an hour in the 20 miles an hour zone. Making more sense. And then they got lots of Mercedes, McLarens. They seem to got a lot of cars over there that are populated there, to be honest with you. So, crazy, isn't it? What can I say? What am I supposed to do? I mean, this is why, even if you gotta leave your hometown, right? What I've seen hometown is it's crumbled already. It's declined. It's no longer a world city. It becomes a second city, but it's a first world city, but it becomes third world city in terms of safety, in terms of crime. Yeah, even Manchester is safer than London, but yeah, but also you got homeless people, right? You got homeless, and I don't know if it's that because they were getting drunk, so that's why they had to be homeless. But there seem to be a lot more homeless people, right? And it's ridiculous, really. Or they'd be less homeless people. They're going to be diving into bad areas, but it seems to be populated everywhere in London. Yeah, they're going to be populated a lot. So now people just don't care. People just walk past them, and it's sad, really. But you also got cheap as well. So honestly, what's the point, really? What's the point, man? I mean, I don't know. It's not really Liverpool City. I'll be honest with you. It's a city that has so many shit parts that the good things is just taken away. But that's what people focus on, bad parts, unfortunately. I know the media populates so many, but let me tell you, while I've been there, it's not that bad. But once you get into bad parts, once you live there 20 years, you'll be able to see that there. It's just bad. It's just bad, really. No reason why you lived there for 1-2 years is because you're a foreigner. You're not from here, right? Even if you're from England, you're not from here. Where I'm from is way down the sewer. It's gone back to the sewer, unfortunately, right? It's awful. It's awful, really. What's happened to it, right? And the mayor doesn't care. And the mayor of this borough, nobody cares, because it's all about filling the pockets, and it's all about trying to mask out and try to please everyone. I mean, that's what the government's trying to do, but they don't care about the crime. They don't care about combating what's important to us, right? And people say it might be immigration. Yes, there's a mass immigration going on. I get that, right? I understand where they, other people are coming from, because they're losing their culture, right? So what happens is that people coming over to the UK and basically they're put into housing, and then I think probably third world countries, but now you get those people from Europe countries, right? Or probably poor European. I mean, there's some people speak English though, so that's good. But we got Brazilians, and normally Brazilians are some of the good people. There's some good people, but they're so bad. They don't speak English. They want to interrogate UK culture, and this is something that people have an issue with. It's not the issue with Brazilians. It's just an issue with anyone that comes to UK that doesn't speak English and doesn't know how to interrogate well. They seem to be living there under their own bubble, right? Same with my race, same with my culture, right? People want to live their own bubble, and that's the thing. They're doing their own right, but I just feel that for you to be positive, I think everyone should mix each other that way. And we're doing so well, London. We are doing really well, right? But it's on more. It's not enough, man. It's not enough. And let's be honest, and the way it is, the culture, I know the culture's there, but it seems to be that there's some unfriendly vibe what's going on, because it's more. People don't trust each other. People don't know how to get along with each other. People are more like into money now, just robbing each other. It's sad. It's terrible. It's disheartening. But this is reality of London, really, nowadays. And things are not going to change until you leave. Things are not going to change until you probably die. And the government won't change that, because whoever comes in, they're still going to appeal the same policies as the other government left. Ridiculous, really. So if I ever approach someone and one day someone just get angry, yeah, that's exactly how London is turned into. It's turned into a cesspool. It's turned into a hellhole. It's just turned into a corporate sucks your energy out of it. That's all it is. That's all it is, right? Because where I live, very busy. Very busy. Ain't got no time. It's all about what's... It's all about lust. It's all about materialism. Not about what's here. Not about what's good for them. Not really. It's not good for them. Went that way, right? It's hard. It's shit, really. That's all it is. It's just finished. It's a finished city for 20 years, and it's not going away too soon. But all it is just now, it's just visit, and for me, it's just a holiday. It's all it is. Have a good day holiday. Spend for 8 days, visit your mum, visit some places, go for a meal. Now on. That's all it is. That's all it is to me, and I'm not wanted here, and I don't know how. Maybe I speak clearly. Maybe I'm autistic. True. Maybe I have glasses. Maybe I'm attractive. We don't know, do we? But there seems to be something there that is holding me back. And we tried everything, but it doesn't work. Whole approach, it works, but it doesn't work for the average people. And I'm speaking as an average guy that works a 9 to 5 job, and still struggling now, and is still getting bored of it, really, in that way. Really, really, really bad. Really bad. What's my stance to this? What's my solution? Is I literally got none. I mean, that's up to the politicians to see what they want, right? But I told you the reasons. I hope a politician can do their job, but I'm just hoping. I don't have hope for this government. I don't have hope. Are they better than Trump? For sure, right? Because Trump is just making it even worse. Are they better than any other governments? Like maybe Switzerland, maybe Singapore, maybe China. Well, China's probably dictatorship. Are they better than Poland? It's probably slightly better because I mean, at least they care about their people, right? With the law, right? The reason why it's so safe is because they seem to be cleaned up, right? They seem to be law, yeah. They seem to be the culture, yeah. And people say Islam this, Islam that. Islam's doing the same thing, right? With the rich countries and stuff, they seem to be taking power in their own hands, right? We need power fists. We need our Iron Bull, yeah. So so people think that Islam this, black race this, black man that. It's a psyop, man. It's a psyop. Politics is crap. I just think that no matter what religion or background or any race and gender, if you come to London, all of a sudden you're gonna be interrogated to this awful. I get that, right? I get that people don't speak English that way, right? I don't people, but at least if you are trying to say something, at least you know English in that way, right? But you get accustomed to that culture, and you speak English, but you still not be accustomed to that kind of awful culture we have, right? Maybe just have some positivity, but there seems to be a lot of negativity nowadays. It seems to be that you can't really until you just get harshly treated that way. It's one disrespected before you get treated again in that way. Anyways, that's all my reasons. Tell me what do you think. I probably don't know post this chat, but yeah, I don't want to do them. I don't know what to say, but all I know is I'm not comfortable staying beyond 2026 because the fact is, if you stay beyond 2026, I'm going to be potentially retired. I was good once. You were good beforehand 10 years ago. Now 10 years later, with the age of social media, with the age of Instagram, Tinder, Snapchat, everything's shit, and text, you're not that great. You're not like they once were. Alright? And it's time for me to take the helms of someone else that does seem to be interested of London more than me. And I'm going to other cities because, let's be honest, moving to other parts of London, and I'm from London, nah, just make any sense. I'm supposed to be local, get everything, but we get nothing. I got nothing in return, so I'll have to go where I'm treated the best, not where I tolerate the best. That's what quote says. Go where you're treated best, not where you tolerate the best. No, I tolerate the most, and I don't tolerate that for 1 second. Alright? Because if you can go somewhere else where you're treated the most as a foreigner, as a guy that actually gives a shit, but not as a guy that lived in the same city as I was young, and nobody gives a shit about you. Yeah, that's an issue though, right? Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Take care.